So much is done for dementia residents and dementia units to stimulate externally with games, make and create every event, festival under the sun. But it's actually that internal nourishment that they need, because dementia residents in dementia units, it's a very stimulating environment. It's noisy, it's loud, there's lots of disturbance. There's no rest and relaxation in a dementia unit and no area to go for rest and relaxation unless your bedroom. Now, some dementia residents have a bedroom that's set up nicely, that's sunny, north facing, with a view, that's warm, that the relatives set up, you know, with a nice comfortable chair and warm bedding. But lots of dementia residents don't have that support from relatives, and their room is often cold and forbidding. So it's not a place to be able to rest and relax in. And they need to be able to rest and relax, because if not, they'll create a disturbance. It's those dementia residents that are not supported, that have a room that's cold, unwelcoming and foreboding, that are distressed and disturbed and call out and create a disturbance for the other residents as a result, and staff indeed, and relatives visiting. So if there can be a place of rest and relaxation in these facilities for dementia residents to go to, where they can relax and rest and unwind, it would be so appreciated, because so many dementia residents do try to go to the second lounge to have some peace and quiet, but it's still noisy because the overflow of the noise from the first lounge, telephone calls, medication rounds, lots of people speaking, it's still not a place of calm. Whereas if there could be a room in the dementia unit that is calm and quiet, some relaxation music, some sunshine coming in, some nice lounge chairs to sit at the window, then the people could just have that chance, you know, that opportunity to relax and unwind, just as we do in our own home. And this room could be set up for many purposes, actually. I mean, the main purpose being for day-to-day rest and relaxation, especially if it was north-facing with window seats. Definitely and absolutely dementia residents would go and sit there, no doubt. Maybe it would need to be a double bedroom size, so you could get 3 or 4 lounge seats looking out the window. Now that would be a winner in every way. Also, this room could be used for a small service, like an interdenominational religious service for people, because they don't get to go to church because of access, mobility issues, and someone being available to take them. Really, they get to go to church. So if this room had you know, pictures and symbols and statues of the faith of the country, like here in New Zealand, Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, symbols and lovely pictures of those entities and deities, and then people, I'm not sure of the terminology exactly, don't take my word for it, I'm just doing the best I can here with terminology. So just say Jesus Christ and Mother Mary, let's just say that. They are there in their glory and their bounty, beautiful pictures tastefully done there. Now, for those people that are not religious, and in New Zealand that indeed is the case, especially for the younger generation coming into dementia units, some lovely pictures of nature. Now in New Zealand, so many beautiful pictures of nature, Southern Alps, the lakes, the tramping tracks. So familiar scenes can be put around the walls as well of your country that people are familiar with, and that has a spiritual, natural bent to it. You know, Mother Nature is healing and helpful. Now with this room, so many wonderful things could be done with this room. Instead of make and create memory rooms, make and create rooms that are absolutely cluttered dementia units, and that's okay and that's good, but not at the expense of one's inner life, you know. It's equally important, at least as important, to work on one's inner life. So if this room could be set up as explained, and there could be, if you're lucky, say 8 lounge chairs for the dementia residents who haven't maybe got the balance and the strength the same as hopefully the relatives coming in. If they're mobile, they could just, you know, cram in a little with dining room chairs, which you can put 2 dining room chairs to 1 big lounge chair. So say if there was a meeting of sorts, you could get 15, maybe 20 people in this little room. Many things could be done in this little rest and relaxation room to nourish the spirit. And it really just takes some creative thinking to turn things to a benevolent bent. It doesn't have to be a proper priest that comes in. It can be a lay minister, or it can be a relative who's a Christian, who's happy to read a parable or a story or a benevolent, you know, quote about Jesus Christ, or maybe Aristotle and Socrates, or some other, it might even be Nelson Mandela or Gandhi, or whichever personality you wish to pick up on as the speaker, and bring a benevolent bent to it. The dementia residents would adore it, love it, really, and relatives could come along, and everyone of all faiths could come along, as long as the speaker makes it interesting, positive, a benevolent bent, some enthusiasm, engages with the audience and gets their opinion. That's the thing. It's a wonderful way to go about nourishing the inner spirit. Now, also practical things like gardening. If a gardener could come in, it could be a relative, it could be a friend or family member of one of the dementia residents. They come in as a gardener and show off all their lovely vegetables that they've grown and how they've done that. That would be a lovely talk. Or likewise, someone that's grown spring flowers like daffodils and other spring flowers they could have there. Or if they're a rose gardener, they can bring in their lovely roses and put them on the big table and explain to the residents how they've managed to grow these stunning red fragrant roses. And of course the dementia residents have a lovely smell of the roses. Maybe they each get a rose each if they're lucky. Maybe if it's Valentine's Day, a red rose. You know, this is the way to make use of the resources in the unit. It has to be that way, because everything's stretched, time, money, energy, effort. All the professionals are flat out caring for the dementia residents. So in terms of to be able to create their inner life, to access their inner strength and calm, it's using the resources at hand. Now, another thing one could do, which would be a real winner, is if one of the relatives will have a lovely little dog, and if it's been to dog training, if it's puppy, to bring the little puppy in and explain about the dog training experience. There may even be a dog trainer or someone from the pound that can come and give a little talk about how to do, does the pound do dog training? I'm not sure. Anyway, they help helpless, vulnerable little dogs and cats. So they can come and talk about that. That's a benevolent thing, benevolence to the animal kingdom, the gardener, benevolence to the, you know, plant kingdom. It's good charitable work. And Christians, this generation, love anything to do with charity and goodness and being good and being nice, as they say. We have to be good and we have to be nice. So the topics can come into this theme of goodness and niceness and benevolence, and practically anything that's good can come under this umbrella and be done in this lovely little respite room, this rest and relaxation room, this place of peace. So this really, just imagine if each dementia unit could have a place of peace where the dementia residents could go and be calm, how it would help all the people. It would help all the people, the residents, the relatives and the staff, and so many issues would be, you know, mitigated. Medication would be less, quality of life would be more. So I've written about these topics in the 2 books, The Resident's Voice from a Dementia Unit and The Resident's Rise, both on Amazon and my website, pietavalentine.com. Thank you for your looks and your likes, and please subscribe. Thank you.